Pilotwings isn't one of Nintendo's biggest series. It's been there for the launch of the Super Nintendo and the N64, and they were good and showed what the system could do, but got very boring very fast. Then there was nothing. Now Nintendo is launching yet another ambitious system with the series, but is it worth the full retail price? You start out by choosing a Mii. You can choose a guest Mii or one you've created already. Then you choose a mode, which I'll get into in a minute, and fly around. It's simple and pretty much works well. The graphics are very good for what they are trying to be. You'll be flying around Woohoo Island, the location of Wii Sports Resort, and all the locations and objects look exactly like their console counterparts. It'll be fun and fresh to players who've never played Wii Sports Resort, but to players who love the island flyover mode on the Wii, it may be old and boring to you. The 3D works very well. You'll get the depth you need to make great landings when you have it on. The music is very relaxing. It might be fun to sit down and play this after a day's work. Controls worked overall well. Planes and hang gliders worked a little more rigidly than I'd wanted, but the rocket belt worked responsively and fluidly. Since there are 3 basic types of vehicles, the unlockable ones move basically the same. There are 2 modes to play with here. First, there's Mission Flight Mode, where you'll choose a vehicle and try to complete a set goal as good as possible, like shooting targets or landing in a certain amount of time, and you will earn medals from bronze to platinum for how well you did. Getting higher medals unlocks more missions and more vehicles such as the Flying Squirrel or the Turbojet. There are around 40 missions and they're fairly average difficulty, but while there is some variety, I can only fly through rings so many times. It'll only take 4 to 5 hours to get platinum on all the missions. There's also Free Flight Mode, which is similar to Wii Sports Resort's Island Flyover, but with this game, you can choose to fly around with more than just a plane. On the island, there are still the addicting to find tourist spots, but there's also many collectibles to find, like trophies. However, in this mode, you're timed, which kind of negates the free portion of the mode. You can fly anywhere, but when you're timed like an island flyover, it just gets annoying. There's also a diorama mode, where you can look at your Mii in all your vehicles and take pictures, and while it looks great in 3D, there's really no point to going back to it. Pilotwings Resort does the same thing the past 2 Pilotwings games did. It got boring. While the graphics in 3D are great, gameplay is fun and relaxing, and there is some incentive to get high rankings and collectibles, there just isn't enough substance to make it worth the full retail price. After you get all the missions over with, you won't really want to go back to the game. Just like Steel Diver, this game should have stayed on the demo stands. The game gets a 3.5 out of 5 and the title of good, but even if the price was lowered, the game is only worth a rent.